How's it going? It's Hesh from No Frills. This is Refund Window, where I'll be trying to determine if a game is worth the money I just paid for it within the 2 hours allotted by Steam for refunds. I'm only judging these things on whether I think they're worth the money that I paid for them within that 2 hours. If I think it's worth slogging through to the end, I will. If not, chuck it in the bin. Let's get to it. Okay, full disclosure here, I'm not the world's biggest Star Wars fan. I do like it. It's great. I've seen a bunch of the movies. I actually have some of the figures and stuff like that. I really like Watto. I actually have one on my wall. Really cool little guy. I played quite a few Star Wars games over the years, way back on Nintendo, Super Nintendo, so on and so forth. Figured I'd pick this one up. I saw some good reviews, I saw some bad reviews, never got the chance to play it, so here we are. The game pretty much throws you right in immediately into what's essentially a giant extended cutscene that you just get to play a few parts of. I actually really like this. I think it's really well done. I love the monster in the beginning. This guy, man, he aside from needing to wipe his nose, he's really cool. Kind of was like, maybe he's gonna be my buddy, and well, no, turns out they kill him off. Minor spoiler, first 5 minutes of the game or what have you. You'll start off with a bit of parkour, learning how to kind of run around, which essentially means run forward and press a button. Not hating, but pretty simple. I was able to come across some zip lines, that helped traverse a little bit. I also got a wall run. This is kind of like Metroidvania is what I'm getting out of it. You can't access certain areas until you've gotten a certain thing, then you gotta go back and do the other thing. That's cool. I love games like that, and this one seems to be well done so far. They're keeping the pace. That I'm all about. It's not like, hey, crazy 2-second intro and then flat line on the gameplay for an hour. That drives me nuts. Run, jump, block, parry. It's all here. You've got your little roll, dash to the side kind of dodge mechanics, the evasion. You can knock their shots back at them. That's really awesome. When I booted it up, it recommended a controller, and after playing for 2 hours with a keyboard and mouse, oh man, I can surely see why. Pretty clunky, but manageable. Absolutely nothing in the way of weapons outside of your lightsaber, and a single force. I can slow enemies. That's cool. I mean, we're just starting. That's fine. It's to be expected. There is a skill tree, but it's pretty small. Also to be expected. You're a Jedi, a couple force powers, and chop people's heads off with your lightsaber. Good to go. I don't generally go over story because that's where all the spoilers are, and I try to keep things as spoiler-free as possible. Suffice it to say, I think there's enough here to kind of keep you interested. I know there's enough for me to keep me interested. Hopefully, that rings true for you as well. Graphically, I think it holds up. I've got everything maxed out at 1440p here. Looks good enough to me. One bit of weirdness that I find hilarious is this lady's eyes. She's a seer. Well, of course she is. Look at those things. Jeez, man. I really love the little robot. His name is BD, and he's awfully full of energy, but I just call him Frank. The enemies are pretty cool, except that giant frog guy, man. That guy was a real pain in the... Yeah. Found a few chests with some cosmetic upgrades, and when I went to apply them, turns out that I got some premium stuff too, so gold all the things. I generally like to play high DPS, really fast and fluid characters. This guy feels a little slow and clunky, and the animations, you really have to follow through with everything. They're hard to cancel. Rolling was kind of awkward on a keyboard, so get a controller if you've got one. I know when I finish this game, I'm going to be doing so on a controller. I died a lot because I was trying to kind of rush through. I wasn't really taking my time because I'm on a clock here. The game definitely wants you to play strategically and parry, roll out of the way, etc. There's even a tactical guide that they have for each of the creatures in the game. The game looks great, and despite my complete and utter lack of skill, I had fun playing it. But how does it hold up? Depending on the game, 2 hours might not seem like enough time to really hook the player. But this one got me. I'll give it a pass for sure. It gave me just enough to make me want more. I did poke around the levels a little bit as I played through. I'll actually have a full and uncut 2-hour video of the entire playthrough with no narration at all. It'll be in its own little playlist somewhere. That's where I'll be putting these things. I did pick this up on sale, so I guess the real question is, would I pay full price? I think it's $40 for this game. Yes. Yes, I would. And yes, I would keep it. Play it. How's it going? It's Hesh. If you liked what you saw even a tiny bit, do me a favor, shoot me a like and a sub, and if you're feeling awfully generous, give me a share, man. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.